Thanks very much, Program Director, our Deputy Chair of the NCOP, Honorable Govenda, Chairperson of the NCOP, Honorable Rachoene in absentia, the Women Settlement Minister, Honorable Mayor Mamoloko Kubai, Transport Minister, Honorable Mayor Paprakrisi, Public Works and Infrastructure, Deputy Minister, Honorable Zihle Zikalala. My counterparts who are MECs from the 9 provinces, SALGA representative, all honorable members present here. It is my honor and privilege to be afforded an opportunity to make remarks during this important session. I would like to take this opportunity and welcome all the presentations that have been made today as they seek to assist provinces to navigate through the service delivery of infrastructure as government. Before I go any further, let me indicate that the PowerPoint presentation has been shared and it will be circulated to honorable members while I'm speaking to the notes that I've prepared. I will move straight to the challenges that are faced by the Limpopo Department of Public Works, Roads and Infrastructure. Our pace to deliver infrastructure projects is often affected by limited budgetary constraints that often hampers the rollout of infrastructure. A typical example is the limited budget allocation we have to upgrade our roads from gravel to tar. In Limpopo, the total road network is about 21,000 kilometers. And of this number, 13,197 kilometers is gravel. This then requires that the 7th administration pays special attention to the department's internal roads unit and its entity, Road Agency Limpopo. I regard this August House as a forum for all of us to highlight all the successes and challenges that we are confronted with in our province. Honorable Chairperson, the Department of Public Works, Roads and Infrastructure in Limpopo is also paying special attention to Road Agency Limpopo. As the shareholder of the entity, I have noted with grave concern that RAL may have spent about 91.4 million of the funds allocated for the construction of the Welisizwe bridges on other contracts, which is irregular as the money was specifically appropriated for the Welisizwe bridge projects. It appears from the cash flow that the 91.4 million is not cash backed, as RAL only had 27 million cash available at year end. The Welisizwe project is one of the infrastructure development that both Minister Honorable Grizi and the Deputy Minister Honorable Zikalala have passion on as they seek to connect rural communities that are often separated from the rest of the world during rainy season. So I have instructed management working with Treasury to look into this matter and ensure that corrective measures are implemented. A further concern is that as per RAL annual financial statement, RAL has disclosed authorized capital expenditure contracted for but not provided for amount to 3.154 billion. From the face of it, it is concerning, but noting the nature of the roads infrastructure projects, some, if not most of the major roads and major road projects are multi-year projects and may warrant RAL making these multi-year commitments. Realizing these challenges, we immediately took a decision to look into the administration of RAL, and the preliminary investigations prompt myself as the shareholder to overhaul the entity, which is tasked with a responsibility to ensure that that roads infrastructure is realized in that province. We immediately appointed an accounting authority to act on behalf of the board after majority shareholders resigned, leaving the board not to form a quorum. The accounting authority further placed on precautionary leave the CEO of RAL, Mr. Gabriel Malulek. These are some of the interventions, Chair, we bring to improve the state of affairs at Road Agency Limpopo. Just last week, we met with the Treasury MEC in Tatemawai to ensure that we further institute a forensic investigation into Road Agency Limpopo, because there must be accountability, especially in instances where taxpayers' money is involved. Honorable members, as we are paying special attention on RAL and also demonstrating that we are in an era of new hope, the province launched a service delivery initiative dubbed the Khere Wednesday. Mr. Khere is here today. When we grew up, we used to see Moria of yellow fruit dealing with the blading and regraveling of our unpaved roads. So that is why we took it upon ourselves for Rena ka uela marago mo. I'm saying that because we also want to capacitate our department, bringing it back to its former glory by using our own staff, our own fleet. So this program is aimed at blading and regraveling our unpaved road infrastructure. To date, the program has been launched in all the 5 districts as led by our Honorable Premier, Mayor Dr. Popira Matuba, and about 1,000 kilometers of gravel roads have been bladed and regraveled thus far. The significance of the project is to improve the road infrastructure by gradually grading, regraveling roads, and debushing of roads reserved to ensure safety of roads users. The program further responds to the socio-economic needs of the people of Limpopo, as the improvement of roads will assist the communities to easily access clinics, schools, and other service centers. Let me shut the area. Rena Limpopo renaga ya meshate, renaga ya maoshi. That is why rena le 73% ka baka la gore re hlompha maoshi. Re tlo ba agela ditsela, re tlo ba kgorela ditsela. As already alluded to by the Deputy Minister, Honorable Zihle Zikalala, is that the pace at which we are upgrading these roads, given the limited budget, is quite slow and will probably take us decades. Of course, we continue to prioritize these roads within the available resources. Honorable members, this is a thorny issue which has prompted some communities taking to the street demanding services. Due to limited budget, we often take time to refine designs and reprioritize projects, which ultimately affect the timeous delivery of projects to our communities. Our strategy is therefore to ensure that we plan and implement within the available budget and come up with strategies to ensure that we do not return budgets to the national fiscus. I must also indicate that a platform of this nature should be able to assist provinces to lobby for additional funding to help unlock some of the service delivery bottlenecks. Reality is that all of us, we owe services to our people. That is why we're here. On project and contract management, at the center of all this are projects management and contract management. We recently mapped business processes to enhance the planning of implementation of the projects aligned to IDMS and FIDPM. We are in the process of developing standard operation procedures. We have commenced with the rollout of training and workshop as we continue to institutionalize our processes. On the integrated infrastructure government structure, the province has established an integrated infrastructure governance structure that tracks and monitors projects from construction sites to senior management within the department, and within the provincial sphere. There is proper reporting to the Executive Council through the infrastructure cluster committees. Some of these committees are those that are listed there. I won't go through them one by one. Social facilitation to reduce community protest. In some cases, communities stop projects for various reasons. The stoppage of projects prolonged the completion of projects and is in oftentimes also increased project costs. All our projects, we utilize social facilitators. While this has its limitation, the MEC has been intervening where applicable. Our long term is to ensure that this facilitation happens during planning of the projects. Limpopo is also not spared from the growing trend of the so-called construction mafias that seem to be gaining traction. Just to give an example, within a period of 3 weeks, I had personally intervened and resolved this matter where 2 of our projects were brought to a halt at the construction sites of our very state theater in Polokwane and a community library in Lipalale, respectively. I'm delighted that we are continuing to work closely with the law enforcement agencies, traditional leaders, municipalities, communities, and all the stakeholders to clamp down and root out these criminals. The challenges we are faced with is the illegal occupation of our properties, including buildings and farms. I told them in Limpopo that landlord can, and I'm still saying landlord can Nagwa Limpopo. In this regard, we are launching Operation Wisatundu ya Mushu, Operation Wushatut, Operation Bring Back Government Properties, which is aimed at reclaiming properties that is currently in the hands of thugs. In conclusion, on behalf of the provincial government of Limpopo, the ANC-led government of Limpopo province, as led by the first female premier since 1994, since the dawn of democracy, Dr. Poppy Ramathuba. We really appreciate the support and guidance that is being provided by the national government and the NCOP. This will really enable us to continue to come up with reforms to ensure that we deliver all our infrastructure projects well on time. We have learned a lot in the past, and we will continue to develop reforms that will assist us in this difficult task, on which we are ready to confront and improve. Kwa Limpopo, re ready lodi change. Thanks very much. Kia lebo.